Hey, thanks for making it. This video is for September for the newsletter for the Pure Tinnitus community. I'm going to cover what September means, what's happening on the horizon, some news that I've found from the Lenire group out of Neuromod research, and of course, my favorite month of the year, September. Little pop quiz. Who has heard of the song September by the band Earth, Wind & Fire? It's one of my favorite songs. Why is that? Because my birthday is in September 16th exactly. I love the number 16. I love September, so I'm super happy to share this update. What I wanted to cover first is that Pure Tinnitus will change its name and its services in the next month. This is something that I'm excited about. This is something I've been working hard towards. Pure Tinnitus, puretinnitus.com, the company I've been working on, is going to change its name. And I'm excited to share that. That's a new update, and that will launch in about 1 month. I've been working really hard behind the scenes for this new business offering. Not only will we be helping people with tinnitus, but also individuals with hearing loss looking for help with online hearing solutions. So to fully understand the launch and what it entails, definitely make sure you stay tuned, because next month we're going to have a full launch explaining, educating on what it is, and really your support helps make it happen. Without your support, watching these videos, giving me comments, to letting me know what you want to learn, and some of you who have consulted me one-on-one and the focus groups we've ran, we're creating new services that are designed to help people like you. So really excited about that. Next, I wanted to share that part of that journey, part of that experience means getting other professionals on board, not just me. So in the past month and a half, I've been hiring, running applications, interviews with audiologists, and part of this new launch is that I'm hiring 2 audiologists to join the team, and these are experts in our field. I truly believe that from their experience alone. Each of them have worked at a top 10 medical center in the United States, in major city like New York and Los Angeles, and they've worked at hospitals gaining amazing experience with patients, a wide variety of cases, of course specializing and focusing in tinnitus as well as hearing loss and hearing aid treatment solutions. So with all of that, very excited to have new players, new colleagues, new staff joining our team. I mentioned earlier that there's some news I wanted to share. The company out of Ireland, Neuromod, the company that has created the Lenire product for tinnitus, there's been some signs from them, numerous press releases and developing a United States presence. There's some signs from them that it seems like they're going to launch and bring the Lenire product into the United States market in 2022. So this is September 2021. It seems like they're gearing up to release their product into the market in 2022. And what does that really mean? Well, I believe that less than 50% of tinnitus patients will really benefit from that product, but still, if some of you can benefit product, it means that I want to learn the ins and outs of what it does and what are the pros, what are the cons, what are the implications. Specifically, what are the subgroups of patients who have tinnitus that can benefit from that bimodal stimulation. Been following what's been happening with the wristband product, Neosensory, as bimodal stimulation, and also following what's going on with Lenire, still going deeper and deeper into the research, trying to understand what is the current research into this bimodal stimulation, what subgroups will it work for, and what subgroups will it probably not work for. The last thing I want you to do is spend your money on something that doesn't work for you. So my job is to do my research and put out the information to help you. Now, most of that information comes from these videos. Additionally, offering one-on-one services via Zoom video for patients who need that support to figure out what are your options for managing tinnitus, hyperacusis, or hearing loss. Overall, I want to say thank you for being a part of this YouTube community and making my dreams come true. And I feel like it's a win-win when I can make videos for free that you get to consume at no cost. You get to learn, you get to educate yourself. I'm trying to put out my best stuff online on YouTube for free. And that is a win-win because it helps you. You get to learn, you get to implement these techniques and learn from other case studies. You get to learn from podcast interviews of patients that I bring on to share. And then it's a win for me because I believe that what I put in comes back. So what I give, I get in return. The energy I put out, that same or more amount of energy comes back. And that changes my life to give me work-life balance, to grow a business. And I say thank you for all of this, because I believe everyone's winning with this model. And thank you for YouTube for hosting all these videos. Lastly here in today's update for September, which I told you is my favorite month of the year. And that's slightly selfish because it's my birthday month, but it's also the fall. Where I grew up in the Northeast, there's seasons. So there's fall, from summer to fall, the autumn equinox, the autumn season. It's beautiful. The leaves change colors, the air gets a little cooler. Yes, we still miss the summer beach season, the summer heat, but it's getting more temperate, more cooler. The leaves start to fall. It reminds us of change in nature and change within ourselves. The last thing I want to leave you with today on this monthly video is that I have been interviewing different patients, and those are soon going to be released here, of different patient experiences going through tinnitus. I've already put some of these podcast episodes out here on my YouTube channel for the podcast I've been running now for 1 year. This actually marks the 1-year anniversary of the podcast. I didn't even realize. 25 episodes in. That means I've been releasing the podcast episodes once every 2 weeks on average. And the first one was September 2020. And the first guest that I interviewed was my brother Garrett, who's also an audiologist. Funny enough, I'm making this from his apartment in New York City right now. So what do I want to share? Each of these podcast guests has their own story. Some of them are professionals, and I try to have them share their knowledge, share success stories they've had with patients, so that you can understand what are the best treatment options for tinnitus and get a better sense of learning about different ways to manage it. I know hearing those stories from other patients on their success is huge. I know it's huge. One of you wrote in the comments that it's oxygen to the tinnitus community, that these success stories for tinnitus are oxygen to the tinnitus community. I couldn't agree more. I want to provide the oxygen. I want to help facilitate the oxygen. We need to breathe. You need to breathe. You need to have hope and faith and inspiration that things can get better. If you're relatively new to tinnitus, then things can get better fairly quickly. If it's been part of your life for a long time, if it's related to a chronic hearing loss, then the improvements we would be going for are more marginal. But still, one can reduce tinnitus when they've had chronic tinnitus for multiple years related to a hearing loss. We've seen some of those success stories. I'm now growing in my specialty in tinnitus, trying to learn more about that specific subpopulation. But if you've had tinnitus for years and it's really bothering you, we have to put things into perspective that, okay, it's unlikely your tinnitus will change dramatically, but it could be worse. Things could be different. There's different health conditions that might be worse than tinnitus. You might know someone else who's dying from a health condition they have. You might know someone who can't hear at all and is completely deaf and have tinnitus. So I'm trying to understand the full spectrum of what's available for you and all the different subpopulations of people who develop tinnitus. Thank you so much. This has been the September monthly newsletter for Pure Tinnitus, and this may be the last Pure Tinnitus newsletter because next month we're going to change the name of the brand, and that's going to be very exciting, and I would love your support through that process. Just by being here and watching this video, you're supporting, so thank you, and please pass on the information to anyone you know who has ringing in the ears that we do have information, we do have online information that's for free here on YouTube, so please invite anyone else to come check it out as well. This is Dr. Thompson signing off. Talk to you guys later. Bye.